Hi, this is the Price Action Analyst. Welcome to my YouTube channel. We're taking a look at Zilliqa today, ZIL. You can see that it's pushed up very hard through multiple support and resistance zones. And then it got to around the 300s and formed a series of wicks and began a retrace, which I've framed up here. So we've come through support, and then we've retraced back to this support level, and again we're traveling along the sort of top end of the trend line. You got this previous low here, which I mean it's washed convincingly, and it's got down to support. So again, you know, it's shown buying pressure at support, but not substantial. And it's pushed up here and retraced back, which is very normal. And then this wick started to give you an indication that this was going to be the low here. You know, you're at support. You've now washed the initial wash of support, and you've done it very, you know, very convincingly. And then you're starting to build off of that too. So. And as you build off of that, you're sort of at the trend line, ready to push out. So, you know, if you compare that to these sort of attempts to push out of the trend line, you know, I mean, there was air there, but you're you know, well outside of support when that was support. So there's no real reason to get long there. That's more of a trap. And then, you know, any wash of a low or support, you want to, you know, that's the right place, but then you need to see the right thing. And so it wasn't really the right thing until this wick painted in. So, you know, if those buying bars can increase and then maybe get a volume spike soon, that would be a good indication as well. If we have a look at the hourly bars, might just go to 3-hour bars. So this was the wick that it left when it pushed up from the initial wash of support. And this is what generally happens. You will get, you know, a wash of support or any push down, and you'll get a retrace up, and that retrace is normally an ideal place to get short again for a short-term move down. But this is kind of the giveaway here. You know, that's a wash of this low. Remember, we're at support, and so it's a very aggressive buying support there. And so now, you know, you've kind of pushed up to the trend line and come back inside and then had quite a strong push outside. So, you know, if we can just get a little bit more of a push off there, I think that's gonna break. But I'm already convinced enough to have put a buy recommendation on that. So again, there's maybe five to eight cryptos at the moment in the model portfolio that my subscribers get that have buy recommendations. So this is just an example of one of them and why I do it. You know, you can see there that volume for the entire retrace, volume has steadily decreased. So, you know, that's a good sign in the retrace. So we're just waiting for a bit of a push, even though I've already made that a buy. The other reason I think this might pop here is, you know, for the last week or two, we tended to see money go into, it was almost a bit of a panic, but there seemed to be a big inflow of money into the major coins. So Bitcoin, you know, that took Bitcoin from 9 to I think it's around 12,000 now. Ethereum ran very hard. Ripple ran very hard. And most of the other coins kind of there wasn't much interest in them. But I think eventually that interest will flow out into these other altcoins. But it's not going to be everyone, and I think the ones that show strength right about now. So, if coins like ZIL have a big run up soon, in the current context, I think that's a really good indicator that these are potential, these are coins that are going to be around in the future. And I think the coins that are not are the coins that are going to show like diminishing prices over time relative to Bitcoin, which is always why coins that are included in my model portfolio are ones that are uptrending relative to Bitcoin. And again, that takes a lot of time to identify, but I guess that's what the subscription service is about. Anyways, I'll leave it there. I really like the look of ZIL at the moment. Just wondering if there's any other. These are weekly bars. It's likely that will hold, that wick. The difference between these wicks is that's just a little bit early on in the piece. You could argue there's been 1-2 legs down now. So, one very strong leg up, a weaker retrace. So, I think eventually we're going to see that push, and this kind of starting to look like the beginning of it. But with that, that bar, that wick on the weekly, if we now get, this weekly bar paints in as a substantial buying bar, then I think that's kind of all we'll need, hopefully. So anyways, I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe to the video, and consider subscribing to the service if you would like daily updates like this. Thank you.